बोली वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। कस्तूरीतिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुः करे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्रीपरिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि नमः कमलनाभाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादा नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्गुं देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। जगद्गुरुतम श्री कृपालु महाराज की जय। प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First let me say Radhe Radhe to each and every one. And my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. In the year 1957, on the 14th of January, or January 14th, 1957, something happened that blessed the entire world. A body of the greatest divine spiritual scholars in India, known as the Kashi Vidvat Parishad, comprising of 500 of the topmost spiritual scholars, men of learning, knowledge, divine knowledge, had the great blessing and inspiration to bestow the title of Panchvi Mool Jagadguruttam, the fifth original Jagadguru and supreme amongst Jagadgurus, on Shri, on Swami Shri Kripalu ji Maharaj. This occasion is a supreme blessing to the entire universe. Jagadguru means teacher, guru of the whole world. Shri Krishna is also called Jagadguru. Many things happened that happened only for the first time. The word Mool Jagadguru is very important. Mool means original. Why is this word being used? When someone in India, a divine entity, a spiritual person, goes before a body of the most powerful spiritual man, most powerful spiritual and learned and wise man, and there is something called Shastrarth, debate on the divine scriptures, the Vedic scriptures. And his knowledge is proven to be superior to all of them combined. Only then they would bestow this title of Jagadguru, Mool Jagadguru. Originally, before Swami 1008 Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj, there were only 4 original Jagadguru. First, Adi Jagadguru Shankaracharya. Then came Jagadguru Nimbarkacharya. Then after him Jagadguru Ramanujacharya. And then Jagadguru Madhavacharya. After Jagadguru Madhavacharya, a period of about 700 to 800 years passed, and then the title of only the 5th, in our original, in this age we live in this age of Vaishwat Manu, in this original Chaturdayug, only the 5th, original, till now, Jagadguru title was bestowed upon Swami 1008 Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj. So this day we call it Jagadguruttam Divas. I'm calling everybody else Jagadguru, but Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj Jagadguruttam. We'll hear as we go along why. This was one of the titles bestowed upon him by the Kashi Vidvat Parishad. So to commemorate this most wonderful occasion of Jagadguruttam Divas, which happens on the occasion of Makar Sankranti, which normally falls on the 14th of January. Makar Sankranti, very briefly, for those who don't understand, is a period where the sun enters into Makar Rasi, the planet of Capricorn. It is a very auspicious time. The Devatas, celestial beings, Agni, the god of fire, Vayu, the god of wind, Indra, the god of rain, the king of heaven, etc., they sleep for 6 months, our time, which is their and their time, 12 hours, and they wake for 6 months, our time and their time, 12 hours. So their day, the Devatas divided into 12-hour periods of waking and sleeping. They wake for 12 hours and sleep for 12 hours. In our time approximation, 6 months of our time is equal to 12 hours of theirs. So they have been sleeping. The sun has been traveling. When the sun starts to travel in the southern direction, Dakshinarayan is called, the Devatas go to sleep. This is considered to be an inauspicious time. I'm sure you've heard about the great Bhishma Pitamaha. In the Mahabharata, the grandsire, Bhishma Pitamaha, having been struck down by Arjun, he asked Arjun to make a bed of arrow for him to lie on in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And there he lay on that bed of arrow because the sun has started to travel Dakshinarayan, in the southern direction. To die in that time is considered to be very inauspicious. And he waited on that bed. He had the power to do that, to die when he wanted to. That gift was given to him by his father, that boon. And so he lay on the bed for 6 months, until the day of Makar Sankranti. All the time his mind focused on Bhagavan Shri Krishna. He was a great devotee of Shri Krishna. One sight of Shri Krishna pleased him tremendously. Bhagavan Krishna had taken the oath that he will not hold a weapon. When Arjun and Duryodhan went to Shri Krishna in Dwarika to ask for help, as they were about to begin war, Shri Krishna said to them, look, there are two things. On one side, I alone, Nishastra, without any weapon. I'm not going to hold any weapon. Just me without weapon on one side. On the other side, my entire army. Arjun, I saw you first, so you choose first. Arjun should have chosen the army. What is he going to do with someone and not even holding a weapon? Some man? So Arjun said, I want you. Meaning Arjun knew who Shri Krishna was. Duryodhan was hoping. Duryodhan didn't know who Krishna was. Shri Krishna. That he is a Bhagavan. He's powerful, but he didn't know, nor accept. So he was hoping and praying in his mind, please Arjun, please, please take that Krishna. And when Arjun did that, Duryodhan was very happy. Immediately said, okay, I want the army. Millions of soldiers, elephants, horses, everything, together with weapons. Shri Krishna had taken that. But at one point he got so angry with Bhishma Pitamaha that he took up the wheel of the chariot like a weapon, held it up like his weapon, the Sudarshan Chakra. He held up that wheel of the chariot and rushed forth to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. Bhishma Pitamaha thought in his mind, you have taken an oath not to hold weapon, I will make you hold a weapon. Whatever devotee, bhakt, not like me and you in the world, bhakt, one who's completely surrendered to Bhagavan, loves God selflessly, only finds happiness in the happiness of the beloved. Tat sukha sukhatvam Narad Bhakti Sutra. There's not the slightest trace of selfishness for one's own happiness, even equal to the breadth of one strand of hair. Such a devotee brings Bhagavan under his control. Whatever that devotee wants, Bhagavan has to do. Ram sada sevak ruchi rakhi, Veda Puran Sadhu Sur Sakhi. He loves to fulfill the desire of those who are completely surrendered to him. He becomes a slave. So Bhishma Pitamaha had taken the oath, I will make you pick up a weapon. And so when Shri Krishna rushed forward, Ajujo Hari na shastra gahau. Ajujo Hari na shastra gahau. Shri Krishna rushed with that chariot, the wheel of a chariot, to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. Eyebrows were raised, face and eyes red in anger, teeth clenched, angry. Bhishma Pitamaha started smiling. Hasne lage. Wow! Wow! Can there be a more beautiful sight than this? Devotee, everything for him is sweet. Adharam madhuram, badanam madhuram, madhuradhipate, rakhilang madhuram. Everything is madhuram, madhuram. His anga, ati madhuram, supremely sweet. Wow. Seeing Bhishma Pitamaha smiling and laughing instead of being afraid, Shri Krishna stopped where he was. Ab ruk gaye. Bhishma Pitamaha said, "Hey, Maharaj, hey Krishna, why didn't you come? Why did you stop?" That formidable sight of Shri Krishna, eyebrows raised, teeth clenched, and face and eyes red in anger, holding that chariot, wheel of a chariot to kill him, that vision he kept in his mind. This was the sweetest vision. In his mind for 6 months as he lay there. This is all he thought about. So much bliss and happiness lying on a bed of arrow. And on this day, he went to Bhagwan's abode. He waited for this day of Makar Sankranti. It's a very important day, very special day. Briefly, just for you to understand, people fly kite and all kind of thing. Nobody understands. Some worship sun, some worship this, some do that. Material desires. Actual and true meaning, very few understand or know. Anyhow, so this day of Makar Sankranti is a very, very auspicious day, very special day, very important day. So besides the occasion of Jagadguruttam Divas, it's important for us to understand the importance of the day of Makar Sankranti. So during this 5-session of program, we have in 5 sessions, today and tomorrow 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. On Saturday we have 2 sessions, one in the morning, one in the evening. In the morning is from 9 a.m. to noon. This is Eastern Standard Time, US. And in the evening from 6 p.m. to about 9 p.m. And then final program, the final session will be on Sunday, the 15th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Again, Eastern Standard Time. So today, having just spoken briefly and given you an outline of why we're commemorating this wonderful occasion, we have some ideas, so we'll benefit more. And the value and the benefit. So I'm going to do a beautiful pad. In the books, if you have them, please turn to book 1, page 18. And this is from that book called Prem Ras Madira. This is a divine, one of the most divine and special book written by Jagadguruttam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj, who, as I mentioned, is only the 5th original Jagadguru, our world teacher, and we'll hear more about him later on as we go along. He's written many, many books, given thousands and thousands of lectures, millions of beautiful divine composition, bhajan, kirtan, etc. In this book, Prem Ras Madira, contained in 1008 pads, divine composition, divided into 21 madhuris, with all the divine pastimes of Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna, the gopis, the cowherds, and all the philosophy of all the Vedas, all the Puranas, Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, etc. So, from that book, from the Sadguru Madhuri, so this bhajan I will go through briefly and then we'll sing it as we begin this session. Jau Guru Charana Kamal Balihar. So, Charan Kamal, the lotus feet of a Guru, I sacrifice myself, I surrender myself onto the lotus feet of a divine Guru. Remember, when the word Guru here is being used, it's been referred to, and we'll hear more about that as we go along, a divine entity. Guru doesn't mean teacher. It can also mean that. But the word Guru in this term, in the spiritual sense, means divine entity. Just the word Guru tells us what a Guru is. Gu, three definition is given in the scriptures. Gum rauti iti guru, ginati jnana iti guru, girati ajnana iti guru. So this word Guru has two words, Gu-ru. Gu means andhakar, darkness. The darkness of Maya, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness, pride. Many, many. In other words, to put it in a short way, Maya. Gu means Maya. And Ru means Prakash. Light. Doesn't mean light like a light of a bulb. Divine light. The divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision, divine happiness of God. In other words, here also, in a short way, Ru means God, Bhagavan. So one who can take away Maya and give us Bhagavan, God, that person alone is a Guru. Is authorized to be called a Guru. Who can take away Maya? Shri Krishna says in Gita, Daivi Hesha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Maya Metantarantite. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. A lot of people say Maya is an imagination of the mind, illusion. Shri Krishna is saying, no, Maya is not an illusion. It is a divine power, Daivi Hesha, divine power. Aud Mama Maya, Meri Maya. He says Maya is a power that belongs to him, it is his power. Shri Krishna is saying, Mama Maya. So because this is the power of Shri Krishna, divine power, Shri Krishna says, no one, no Jnani, Rishi, Yogi, Muni, no one can become free from Maya by their own spiritual effort, by their own self-strength. How to become free? Mame vaye prapadyante. Ev means only. Only. Prapadyante means complete surrender. Ma means to me. Shri Krishna says, only the one who completely surrenders to him can become free from Maya. In other words, Shri Krishna is saying with a challenge, only he can remove Maya, can free anyone from Maya. Because it's his power. So someone who has become equal to Shri Krishna, he is Bhagavan, verily Bhagavan himself. And who is that person? Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Mahapurana, Acharya mam vijaniyan navamanyet karhichit namartya buddhya suyet sarvadev mayo guru. 11th canto, 17th chapter, 27 verse, Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana. Bhagavan Krishna is saying to Uddhav, Uddhav, know the saint, one who has attained Shri Krishna, God realization. Know the saint to be Shri Krishna personified. Know him, Shri Krishna says, Mam vijaniya, know him to be me, Ma. Do not look at him and see him as a man, as a material person, a woman, a man. Do not use your material mind and intellect to understand him, and know that all forms of God resides in him. So someone who has become Shri Krishna, the saint. So just as Shri Krishna alone can take away Maya, one who has attained Shri Krishna, who has become Shri Krishna, can take away Maya. That is the Guru we're talking about here. A worldly person himself is under Maya. How can he free? When he himself is not free, how can he free someone else? He has greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. He is bounded in Maya. Then how can he free anyone? So that Guru, the true Guru, the Sadguru, I sacrifice myself. Jin charanan ki sharan gahat man pavat yugala bihar. By surrendering, why the lotus feet is so important? The feet, we hear Bhagwan's lotus feet, Radharani's lotus feet, Shri Krishna's lotus charan feet, the saint lotus feet. Because every part of God, a saint, is the same. But all the power of any divine entity, the center of it, is in the lotus feet, his charan, or her charan. So by meditating on the lotus feet of the true Guru, the saint, one is able to attain that divine vision. He will see the divine pastimes of Radha Krishna, God's divine pastimes. He will start seeing the divine pastimes. Jin charanan ko dhyan dharat man mitata jagat andhiyar. Again also, by meditating, how important lotus feet of the Guru is. But has to be true Guru. But just meditating on his lotus feet, one becomes free from Maya, from the darkness, andhakar of Maya. I told you, in short, the meaning. So Jagata Andhiyar means the darkness of this material world, Maya. Tulsidas says in all the scriptures, Guru binu bhavanidhi tarai na koi, jau biranchi shankar sam hoi. So important is Guru. Tulsidas Maharaj, that great saint, is saying, someone may be as powerful as Brahma, the creator, the one with forehead, Brahma, the creator, as powerful as Shiv, Bhagwan, Shivji, but he will not be able to cross the ocean of Maya without the Guru, the true Guru. People think, why do we need Guru? I pray to Bhagwan, I don't pray to any Guru. Keep doing that. Bhagwan gets very angry. We'll hear later on. You bypass Guru and you think you can go direct to Bhagwan. There's a famous katha in the Ramayana of what happened to Kaga Basundiji. He did that to show us how Bhagwan gets so angry. Abhiman, pride. I don't need any Guru. We have been saying that from uncountable lifetimes. That's why we keep rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. So this whole part is talking about the lotus feet of the Guru, the true Guru, the saint. Remember that. Jin charanana anukampa jagamaha rahatana raha sansar. Through the grace, look how important is the charan, lotus feet of the Guru. Through the grace of the lotus feet of the Guru, one is able to live in this world and yet be out of the world. In other words, this world will no longer have any effect. Look, while we live in this world, we'll face three types of suffering. Dukh. Dukhatraya bhighata. Three types of suffering. Adhyatmik dukh, Adi bhautik dukh, Adi daivik dukh. The three sufferings. Number one, Adhyatmik dukh. These are two types. One is sharirik, relating to the body. One is manasik, relating to the mind. Body, that relating to the body, fever, cold, headache, all this, you get a wound, all the physical pain and suffering. And manasik, even more terrible. Diseases of the mind, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. Everyone under Maya suffers from all of this. Little pain and we want a Tylenol, Advil. So, Adhyatmik dukh. Of course, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, that no Advil, no Tylenol can cure that. You can take some Xanax, something, and just become like unconscious for a little while. Somebody drinks a lot of alcohol, behosh, becomes unconscious, smoke some weed, take some drug, and you become senseless. So no problem as long as you're not unconscious then, but how long? The moment you get conscious again, all will come back. Temporary relief. It only gets worse. So adhyatmik dukh. Adi bhautik, pain, suffering inflicted upon us by others. Insults, abuse, name, bickering, gossiping. Other creatures also. Ants, insect, snake, scorpion, all of this. Adi bhautik dukh. And Adi daivik, sufferings inflicted upon us through the forces of nature. Too much rain. All this flooding in California. And then it comes down and hits this way. This saw tornado. Alabama, all these places. Too much rain, too much cold, too much snow, and sometimes hot, too much heat. So this is always going to exist as long as you're under Maya. Now, the person who becomes free from Maya, doesn't mean that nobody's going to abuse them anymore. Nobody's going to not insult them anymore. No mosquito will bite them anymore. All that will happen. They will get fever, everything, just like us. The one who has gone beyond Maya will also have fever. But no manasik dukh. The manasik dukh will finish, is gone. Disease of the mind. But nothing affects him anymore. Or her. Nothing affects them. You can praise them, you can abuse them. Tulyaninda sutirmauni santushto yena kenachit aniketah sthiramatir bhaktiman me priyo naraha. Gita. Whether you praise, whether you can say the worst thing. When saints come in the world, what people do? We hear about saints like Tulsidas, Surdas, Meera, Tukaram, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Jagadguruttam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu. So many saints we hear. When they came in the world, what did the people do? We people. We curse, criticize, abuse, propaganda, give them a bad name, throw them in jail, poison. What we did not do. This is what the world does. We don't spare God or the saint. Don't spare anyone. This is all that happens. But it doesn't affect them. Because they don't identify with the body. All this thing is for body. And they have realized, I'm not body, I'm the soul. The soul, no one can do anything. Nainam chindanti sastrani, nainam tahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, na shoshayati marutah, achedyo yamadahyo hya, makledyo shoshya evacha, nityah sarvgatastharu charoyam sanatanaha. Gita chapter 2 verse 23 and 24. Shri Krishna says the soul, the Atma, who we are, is indestructible. No weapon can cut it. Why do we need a guru? If we already think I know everything, I don't need anybody to tell me, to teach me, then fine. The reason why we have to have a guru, not somebody to put a month in our ears. That's not why we have guru. Guru is someone who is going to help us to uplift spiritually. To help us to realize who we are. The reason for birth and death. The reason to come. What is the reason for human birth? Why we are here in this world? Just to enjoy the senses, have a good time. Is that why human birth? So Guru is going to give us true knowledge. Guru binu hoi ki gyan. He gives knowledge. That's all. Guru, that's what Guru's job, one of his main jobs is. Shri Krishna says in Gita, Tad viripranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. Chapter 4 verse 34, very important verse. Shri Krishna says, if somebody is very fortunate, this is one of the greatest fortune anyone can have, to meet the true Guru. And here Shri Krishna is now defining what the true Guru is. Who is a Guru? He's telling, Shri Krishna is telling. Not somebody is saying whatever come in their head. Shri Krishna is saying, two things here qualifies one to be Guru. Number one, Jnaninaha. Number two, Tattvadarshinaha. These two words, important, very important. Most important. Jnaninaha, he has complete knowledge. All the Vedas, all the Puranas, all the scriptures, complete knowledge. Not just Gita, not just Ramayana. Complete knowledge. But he's also able to make us understand. Anybody can take a book and give lecture like me, give lecture. Nowadays people take computer and give lecture, Google. Or they make note on the computer. We live in such an age, we don't need book anymore. But that's fine, give a good lecture, but to make someone understand, this is a miracle. He makes us understand. That divine power, he goes inside and makes us understand. So that is Jnaninaha. But even more important, Tattvadarshinaha. He has seen God, he has seen Radha Krishna, he has attained a divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine vision. He's seen God in every particle of the world. Siya Ram Mai Sab Jag Jani, Karahu Pranam Jodi Jug Pani. Like Hanumanji says, everywhere in the world I look, every particle, everywhere, I see my beloved Sita Ram. And I put my hands together and I do obeisance, I pray, I pranam. Jit dekhu tit sham mai hai. Everywhere I see Sham Sundar Shri Krishna in every part. If we are so fortunate to meet such the true Guru, what to do? So Shri Krishna says, number one, Tadviri Pranipatena. Completely surrender to Him. Completely surrender the mind, the intellect. Surrender doesn't mean doing pranam. Even and bow your head. No, the mind, the intellect. Completely surrendered. Realize I do not know. This abhiman, get rid of it, that I know everything. Why am I going there? Because I want to know, I don't know. Tadviri Pariparishnena. Doubts will come because so much things, craziness I have learned from uncountable lifetime, I'm confused. Then ask him, question him. Because I have a doubt, because I don't understand. Not to see how much he knows, or to show how much because I've read a little bit here, a little bit there, and I can just show off how much I know. No. And Sevaya. Seva means service, serve Him. Knowing Him to be God personified, as Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad, do His Seva, serve Him. He will give you the true knowledge. Upadekshantite jnanam. He will give you true knowledge, true jnana, all the knowledge. This is what Guru does. He will give you Shri Krishna. This is the work of Guru. So, living in the world, nothing is going to affect you. Fever will come, people will curse, people will abuse. That's what the world does. Don't expect that you're going to go somewhere and people are going to, because we love flattery. It's our nature. We like people to say nice things to us, to be very nice, and to say, whether we don't know what's in their mind. We have no idea, we can't see inside, but we want them to say nice things. To speak very sweet and very soft and tell us how nice we are. And say nice things. We love flattery. This is our nature, this is human nature. So if somebody does opposite, big problem. Big problem. This will no longer affect you. As you grow, then you will know I'm growing in bhakti. People could be cursing, they could be saying the worst thing about you. Then what it is, this is the world. What do I expect? This Golok? This is how it is. And it doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't take something and cut me or anything. Once Gautam Buddha, one of his disciples came and said, one of his followers, that, hey, Buddha Maharaj, Guruji, I want to be one of your sannyasi preacher. I want to go and preach. I want to become sannyas and I want to go and preach. So Lord Buddha said, look, my son, this is good. But when you go out there, this is Kali Yuga. Lord Buddha came in this Kali Yuga. People are so, they will, instead of people, they will say the worst thing. They will abuse you, they will insult you, they will say the worst thing. So, that follower said, that's okay, Guruji Maharaj. At least they didn't take a stick and beat me or something. What is words? So then Lord Buddha said, well, there are people who will even take sticks and they will beat you. There are crazy people like that. You may be having the clothes of a sannyas, they don't care. They'll beat you with wood and stick. Well, at least I would think that's okay. I will think they didn't kill me. Mara nahi. Lord Buddha said, well, there are such crazy people in this age, somebody will even kill you. Then the follower said, Maharaj, at least, even if that happened, I would have died serving my Guru, doing Seva. At least, uncountable lifetime I have died serving the world and gotten nothing. All I've got to rotate in 8.4 million forms of life, go to hell. If I die this time serving my Guru, in the service of my Guru, I would have considered my birth to be success. Lord Buddha embraced him and said, yeah, now you deserve it. Adhikari, now you can go and preach. This is what the world does. Don't expect different. Learn to tolerate. As Gaurang Mahaprabhu said, Taro rapi sahishnuna, tinadapi sunichena, taro rapi sahishnuna. It's very important. If you want to do bhakti, you want to go on the path, these things we have to practice. To be humbler than a blade of grass. That trample and walk and the grass remains the same. No matter what happens, it shouldn't affect you. More tolerant than a tree. The tree, you throw branch, you throw stick, you throw stone, you try to kill it, but when the tree bears fruits, it gives to everyone alike, whether you took care, you try to kill it. My Guru, Jagadguruttam Shri Kripalu Mahaprabhu used to say to us, Sahanshilta, Sahan ki Shakti barhao, Sahan ki Shakti barhao. Increase the power to tolerate. The more you can tolerate, the more bhakti you will get. When you can't tolerate, you'll get angry all the time. And then you lose everything. When anger comes, you lose everything. Krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smiti vibrama, smiti banshad buddhinasho, buddhinashad pranashyati. Chapter 2, verse 63, Gita. How dangerous anger. When we get angry, we don't realize how much damage we do to ourselves. From anger, when anger comes in the mind, comes delusion. From delusion, loss of memory, we lose our memory. When we lose our memory, we lose the power to discriminate. And everything is destroyed. All your bhakti, everything goes down the drain. Everything is destroyed. That's why Gaurang Mahaprabhu said this in the beginning. Amanina manadenaha. Amanina. Man means respect, not to want respect. Rather, a true devotee develops a love for abuse, for insult. Very strange, this path of bhakti. Amanadena. Give respect to all. Don't see high and low. Then chant the name. Then you will be able to chant the name and benefit. Then you can do Mahamantra and benefit. Then you can chant Radhe Radhe and benefit. So important. Jina charanan raj aji charachar dikhat nanda kumar. So great. The lotus feet. I told you all the power is centered. By taking the dust, the lotus feet of the dust of a saint, and reverently applying it to the eyes. Not there, don't worry, just in your mind. Take the dust of a lotus feet in your mind and apply it. Not this eye, the inner eye. Eventually you will see Shri Krishna, the true form, divine form of Shri Krishna Radharani. Yadapi Kripalu bhed nahi hari guru, tadapi guru hi abhar. Even in all the scriptures tell us, the Vedas, Bhagavad, I told you Shri Krishna himself is saying in Bhagavad, know the saint to be Shri Krishna himself. Naraji says, Tasmin stajjane bheda bhavad. There's no difference between God and the saint. They are one and the same, the true Guru. So even though there's no difference between the Guru and Shri Krishna, even then, for a sadhak, for one of us who is on the path of practicing spirituality, Guru is even more important, because Guru is the one who is going to do everything for us. Not Bhagwan. Bhagwan, when everything is done, then Bhagwan says, come. Pure heart, complete surrender, all of that Guru does. When all is finished, then Bhagwan comes. We'll hear more about that later on. We're going to sing this beautiful part. जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार, हो जाऊं गुरु हो जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार, जाऊं गुरु
चरण कमल बलिहार,
जिन चरणन की जिन चरणन की शरण गहत मन,
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 पावत युगल विहार, जाऊं गुरु पावत युगल
विहार, जाऊं गुरु
जाऊं गुरु जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार,
जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार,
हो जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार,
जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार,
जिन चरणन को ध्यान धरत मन,
जिन चरणन को ध्यान धरत मन,
जिन चरणन को ध्यान धरत मन, डबल
जिन चरणन को ध्यान धरत मन,
ओ मिटत जगत अंधियार, जाऊं गुरु
मिटत जगत अंधियार, जाऊं गुरु
हो जाऊं गुरु
बलिहार।
जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार।
जिन चरणन अनुकंपा जग महा।
जिन चरणन अनुकंपा जग महा।
ओ जिन चरणन अनुकंपा जग महा।
जिन चरणन अनुकंपा जग महा।
राहत न राह संसार जाऊं गुरु।
राहत न राह संसार जाओ गुरु।
ओ राहत न राह संसार जाऊं गुरु।
राहत न राह संसार जाओ गुरु।
हो जाऊं गुरु जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार।
जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार।
जिन चरणन राज आजी चराचर।
जिन चरणन राज आजी चराचर।
ओ जिन चरणन राज आजी चराचर।
जिन चरणन राज आजी चराचर।
दीखत नंद कुमार जाऊं गुरु।
दीखत नंद कुमार जाओ गुरु।
ओ दीखत नंद कुमार जाऊं गुरु।
दीखत नंद कुमार जाओ गुरु।
ओ जाऊं गुरु जाऊं गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार।
जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार।
यद्यपि कृपालु भेद नहीं हरि गुरु।
यद्यपि कृपालु भेद नहीं हरि गुरु।
ओ यद्यपि कृपालु भेद नहीं हरि गुरु।
यद्यपि कृपालु भेद नहीं हरि गुरु।
तदपि गुरु ही आभार जाऊं गुरु। ओ
तदपि गुरु ही आभार जाओ गुरु।
ओ तदपि गुरु ही आभार जाऊं गुरु।
तदपि गुरु ही आभार जाऊं गुरु
ओ जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार
जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार
ओ जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार
जाओ गुरु चरण कमल बलिहार.
One of the questions I addressed when I was talking just now, what is the necessity of a guru? Everyone says we have to have a guru in Hinduism, but why? Is it that God will not listen to our prayer? He will have nothing to do with us until we have a guru, until we are initiated? Is that why we have a guru? Why do we need to have a guru? If that is the case, this is why, because we don't understand, a lot of people don't want to even have a guru. What kind of God is this who's not going to listen to me? So the thing is that God is sitting in our heart. Bhagwan is sitting in our heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe dunatishtati brahmayan sarva bhutani yantarurhani mayaya. Chapter 18 verse 61 Gita. Shri Krishna is saying God is sitting in the heart of every living being. Eko devah sarva bhuteshu gurha sarva vyapi sarva bhutantaratma karma dhyaksha sarva lokadivasa sakshi cheta kevalo nirgunascha. Shvetashvataro Upanishad chapter 6 verse 11. Ved is saying God, Sarva Bhutantaratma, is sitting in the heart of every living being. He is a Sakshi, the witness. He is pervading in every particle of the world. God is everywhere. So why is He sitting in our heart? He's not going to listen. And He says, I'm the one who's listening and I'm the one who's given the fruit. If He doesn't listen, then how does He give fruit? Logically, Shri Krishna says in Gita, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetu bhurmate sangostva karmani. Chapter 2 verse 47 Gita. Shri Krishna says, I give everyone free will. I give you the right to perform action. Whatever kind of action. Do whatever you want. I give you that right. Free will. Do whatever you want. But I do not give you the right to determine the fruit. You can determine whatever you want to do. Nobody is commanding you. You can do right, you can do wrong, you can do mixture. It's up to you. Shri Krishna says that. But Shri Krishna says, I reserve the right accordingly after to give the fruit. So why doesn't He give us the right to determine the fruit too? Because if He were to do that, we'll do everything wrong and say, I want good fruit. Shri Krishna says, no, I will give the fruit accordingly. You do good action, you're going to get good fruit. You do bad action, you're going to get bad fruit. Punyena punya lokam neti, papena papamo bhabhyam eva manushya lokam ved. The Vedas say if you do good actions, you get good fruits, you go to heaven, etc. You do bad actions, you get bad fruits, you go to hell. You rotate in 8.4 million forms of life. You do a mixture of good and bad action, you come in a material world. You do neither good nor bad, you attain moksha, liberation. And you go beyond desire for moksha, you attain bhakti. The highest attainment. Only human beings. So Shri Krishna says, I determine that. But how is he going to know if he's not listening or looking? Well, he can stay from outside. One is sitting in our heart, but he's in every particle of the world too. What is he doing in our heart? Because Shri Krishna does not note what we do with the physical sense organ. This is a mistake we make. We do everything physically. Wrong thing, good thing, bad thing. We do puja, we do jap, do in the name of God and mala. We sing bhajan, kirtan, we go to place of pilgrimage. Havan, everything we do. Offer jal, everything. But only with the physical sense organ. Where the mind is, nobody is paying attention. And that's why we don't get benefit. The Shri Krishna, the Vedas, which is Shri Krishna's, which is God's word, personified. Ved is God personified. The Vedas say, Man eva manushyanam karnam bandha mokshayoho. Brahma Bindu Upanishad, second mantra. Man, the mind. Ev, alone. Manushyanam, human beings. Karnam is the cause. Bandhan of bondage. Moksha, liberation. The mind alone. Alone. Ev, Shri Krishna put the word here. Ev, man, ev. I have nothing to do with the sense organs, the physical action. Shri Krishna is saying, God. Vedas are saying. Mind alone. The mind alone is the cause of bondage as well as liberation. In other words, the mind is the performer of the action. Shri Krishna knows our thoughts and ideas alone. The physical sense organ, they help us. Use the hand to clap, to do puja, to pick flowers for Bhagwan. The tongue to chant the divine name of the Lord. The eyes to look at His beautiful murti, etc. They help us. Main thing is the mind. And that's why he's sitting in here. So he's taking note all the time. All the time. He's listening, he's looking, and he's rewarding and punishing. This is his word. I reward and punish accordingly. Because I'm looking all the time. God doesn't, he's a Sakshi. The Vedas say Sakshi means he's the eternal witness. Every moment he's looking. So then why we need Guru if already Bhagwan is looking and hearing and seeing? Because God has a condition for knowing Him. What is the condition? Nirmal manajan so mohi pava mohi kapat chal chidna bhava. In the Ramayana, Vibhishan was kicked out of Lanka by Ravan. He's a younger brother of Ravan. Ravan is a king. Vibhishan went to Ravan and was trying to give good counsel, give back Sita, take shelter in the Lord. Vibhishan got very angry. He kicked him out of Lanka. Ravan got so angry, he kicked Vibhishan out of Lanka. What did Vibhishan do? He came to the shelter of Prabhu Shri Ram. He came in the camp of Bhagwan, is preparing for war. Everyone's seen Vibhishan, and knowing him to be the brother of Ravan, oh, he's a spy. He's an enemy. Tie him up in the rope, throw him in the jail, bind him. Bhagwan Shri Ram was looking and he started laughing. He said, Sugriv, come here. Come Sugriv. Sugriv is the general. Hey Sugriv. Nirmal man jan so mohi pava mohi kapat chal chidna bhava. Listen to me, Sugriv. Only those who are pure in heart, pure mind, can know me, see me, attain me, come to me. I cannot tolerate deception, deceit, fraud. If Vibhishan wasn't pure in heart, wasn't a true bhakt, a true devotee, he could not come to me. So God's condition is pure heart, pure mind. The Bible also says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. He wants pure heart, pure mind. Now, who is going to make this heart, this mind of ours pure? Can we do it? If we could have done it, remember we, Jivatma, the individual soul, is beginningless. Na jayate mriyate va kadachinnayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyah ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Chapter 2 verse 20 Gita. Shri Krishna says, Jivatma, the individual soul, never takes birth, nor does it die. He's talking about us, we the soul, not the body, we are not the body. Soul, Atma. The soul never takes birth, nor does it die. Nor having come into existence does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal, and most ancient. It is not destroyed, even when the body is destroyed. The soul, Atma. So uncountable lifetimes we have taken birth in human form. We should have attained uncountable God realization if we can make the heart and mind pure. So we can't, that means it's impossible, we cannot do it. So can Bhagwan do it? Can Shri Krishna, can God do it? Yes. God is all-knowing, all-powerful, Sarva-Shaktiman, Sarva-Suhit. He's all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing. Nothing is impossible. But Bhagwan says, na. You make it pure and then come to me. So we cannot do it and Bhagwan is not going to do it. So Bhagwan says, don't worry, I will send my people. My apna jan ko bhejunga. I will send my jan, my people. Who is Bhagwan jan? Who is Bhagwan's people? The saint, the true Guru. This is the work of Guru, the saint. He is the one who is going to make this heart, this mind of ours pure. This is why, listen carefully, no one is greater than God. When it comes to the saint, all the scriptures are telling us they are one God and the saint is one. And if it comes to any superiority, is God. God is superior. He is the master of the saint also. They are his servant. But when it comes to this job, this work of making our heart, our mind pure in order to receive that divine love, divine bliss, divine knowledge of God, only a saint can do that, will do that. That's why as far as this, as making the heart, the mind pure, the vessel ready, the saint is told to be greater than God. Tulsidas ji say in the Ramayana, More man prabhu as vishvasa, Ram te adhik Ram kardasa. He's saying to Ram, hey Ram, this is my fate. More man prabhu as vishvasa. I have this firm faith, belief that greater than you, O Lord, is your servant, the saint, the Guru. What a statement to make. Tulsidas is not wrong. You know what he's saying? Because only Guru will do that. Not even Bhagwan is going to make our... He says, I'm ready to give you everything. Divine knowledge, divine bliss, divine happiness, divine vision, everything. Divine senses, divine mind, divine intellect, divine body. First make the mind pure. Make the vessel. This work Guru alone will do. And does. And that's why Guru is so important. That's why we need the Guru. For going to God, not for getting things in the world. Why people accept Guru? I will go to this fella so he will help me if I get sick, get me better. How many people said, oh, if we do this, no, COVID will take you. And how many people died from COVID still? Foolishness. Do this mantra, do this thing, do that thing. No COVID is going to touch you. Really? Ooh. Because we are foolish, we don't understand anything. Anybody, because we're scared. And if somebody tell me I can just say this mantra and no COVID will touch me, great. I don't have to take any vaccine, any booster, nothing. Don't have to wear mask. No, nothing like that. People fool. It's easy to deceive people in the world. The Guru doesn't do those things. Guru is to take us to Bhagwan. As I told you, the word Guru itself tells us Gu Maya, Ru Bhagwan. One who takes away Maya and gives us Bhagwan, God. That is Guru. And only one who is equal to Shri Krishna, because Maya is the power of Bhagwan. So Guru, he is the one who is going to take us. When we take shelter in a true saint, a true Guru, he is going to give us true knowledge. The knowledge of who am I. That I am not this body, I am the soul, Atma. We have read this uncountable time in Gita, this Ved, Ramayana, Bhagavad. Do you think this is only the first time we are hearing? Uncountable time we have heard these lectures. We have read Gita uncountable time. Nothing went in. Until you meet a true saint and you follow his instruction, take shelter in him, the knowledge will come and sit. Yes, I am soul, Atma, I am not this thing. Then anybody can say and do whatever they want. It's not going to affect me. It literally will not affect you. Guaranteed. You're tumbling all over the place, you haven't done anything yet. So Guru is going to give the true knowledge. Who is God? Who is Shri Krishna? Why we want to know Shri Krishna? Shri Krishna says complete surrender. How to surrender? How are we going to surrender? By reading the book? First to begin, we can't even understand what is in the book. Tulsidas Ji says in the Ramayana,
भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना.
Not much time. भगवद रसिक रसिक की बातें रसिक बिना को समझ सके ना. खग जाने खग ही कै भाखा. Tulsidas Ji says in the Ramayana, just as the bird alone can understand the language of another bird, so too only a saint, a Rasik saint, one who has attained that highest divine love for Radha Krishna, can know what is written by another saint. In other words, to understand the Ramayana, you have to become Tulsidas. It looks simple. What is in the Ramayana? To understand that, you have to become Tulsidas. Janat tumahi vai jai. Tulsidas Ji says, he who knows the Ramayana has become Ram, a saint in other words. Anybody can read Katha, give story, but to understand what is in the Ramayana is a different thing. And that's why people condemn and they say all kind of foolish. They don't understand what you read in the storybook. To understand Gita, you have to become Arjun, Veda Vyas. To understand Bhagavad, you have to become Veda Vyas. How many Veda Vyas there are? Everybody is reading, everybody thinks they understand. You understand what according to your intellect, according to where you are. Doesn't mean you know. This is divine words.
To understand divine word, we have to have divine mind, divine intellect. When we read divine words of the saints, the scriptures, we're going to give a material interpretation. That's why there's so much fight and quarrel and people and all kind of craziness. Because everybody reads and interprets according to their own way. Nobody wants to go to the saint, to the true Guru. The Vedas say, Acharyavan Purusho Hi Ved. Don't read by yourself. Go to the one who has attained God. Let him tell you what is written in Ved, Ramayana, Gita, Bhagavad. Go to a saint, the true Guru. You only get confused. Shruti Purana Bahu Kahu Pai Chhoot Hi Na Adhik Adhik Arjhai. Siddhartha says that so much contradictions and complications in the scriptures. One scripture that if we read them on our own, if we read the scriptures, not only we become we will not know anything, we'll become totally confused. Instead of removing our doubts, we'll get more confused. So we have to go to the Guru is the one who's going to tell us what is written in Ved, what is written in Ramayana and Gita, the true Guru. Not somebody who tomorrow, yesterday he was the elder and then he decided, let me just read this book and whatever comes in his head he's going to say. And we don't know, we follow. He knows. He's reading, I don't read. Don't read like a novel. It's not a novel. If someone reads a book and understands what is in that book, look logically, if someone read any book and understand what is in that book, it means he has to be as knowledgeable as the person who wrote the book or more knowledgeable. If it's a novel, and we who are worldly, we read and we understand. That's great, because the person who wrote the book is a worldly person, and I am also worldly. But if this is a divine book, written by a divine entity, by Tulsidas, Surdas, Meera, by Veda Vyas, and I read and understand, no, I have to become Veda Vyas, Tulsidas, then I'll be able to understand. In other words, I have to become a saint, realize God. So this is why Guru is so important. Guru is the one who's going to give us the true knowledge. Guru is the one who's going to make the heart, the mind pure, is make the vessels. So everything Guru does. When there are problems, when there are difficulties, Guru will help us. We don't even know what he's doing. He's not going to come and tell you. Guru cannot cut prarabdha. There's a divine law. Avashyameva bhoktavyam kritam karma shubha shubham mahabharat. The scripture says, you will have to bear the fruits of your good action as well as bad action. Today someone was calling me on the phone. Oh, for my birth, so many people did this to me and that to me and and my whole... I said, what you going to do? Do you know what you did in your past life? You have any idea what you did in your past life? Shri Krishna gives us free will, but if we do all the wrong things, who knows how much people you have murdered, how much what you have done? We have to bear the fruit. You can't remember. We think God is unjust. How could He make somebody blind and somebody have such good eyes? In other religion, besides Sanatan Dharma, there's no explanation. We hear that God is a loving God, a just God, a this God. Okay, fine. Then why God creates so much things in this world, discrepancies? Some people are very rich, some are very poor. Some are so healthy, some are so sick. In the same family, one child is very healthy and next one is so sickly. Somebody don't have legs, somebody don't have hands, somebody don't have eyes. Why all this? And you don't believe in reincarnation. They will tell you flat, the other religion, I don't believe in that. That's all wrong, there's no reincarnation. Oh, okay. So then where's your loving and just God? Why is He doing all these things? No explanation. Whatever God does, we just have to accept. No. Sanatan Dharma, in Hinduism, explanation for everything. For one, we believe in reincarnation. We, the individual souls, have been in existence from beginningless time. Uncountable time we have gotten human birth. Uncountable time we have performed uncountable actions, good and bad. And all is stored in the mind as sanchit karma. A huge stores of infinite action, good and bad. And in any lifetime, when God gives us human birth, He takes a tiny drop from that, tiny drop, and gives it to us. That's called prarabdha, and we have to work it out. Luck, destiny, fate doesn't fall from the sky. Purva janma kritam karma tad daivamiti katyate hitopadesh. The scriptures make it clear. The actions I perform in my past life out of the free will that God has given to me, that becomes my destiny in the next lifetime. And nobody can change that. Very clear, the scriptures is very, very clear. Naraji is saying to Himalaya, Kaha muni sahimavanta sunu, jo vidhi likha lilar, to deva danuja nar nagamuni, ko na meta nihar. Naraji is saying, Himalaya, father of Parvati, Durga, Himalaya, listen to me. Whatever Brahma, who writes our destiny? Brahma, Vidhi, Brahma. Where does he write it? On the forehead. Jo Vidhi Likha Lilar. He writes our destiny in the forehead. From where? From the actions I perform in my past life out of the free will God has given to me. He doesn't decide, let me just put anything. No, we determine that. Our action. So whatever has been written there, which is determined by our action, what we did in the past life, Deva Danujanara Nagam, no Devata, no celestial God, no Rakshas, no human being, no Rishi, no Muni, nobody can change. And somebody comes along, my Guruji, and he says, give me so much money and do all these things and everything I will fix. You better than Bhagwan? Because we don't understand, we don't know even. We call ourselves Hindu, we have no idea what is the philosophy. Blind leading the blind. Anybody tell us anything right to believe? Anything. Endless foolishness. No logic even. And we believe. The most logical and scientific religion, Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism, it has an answer for every question. Every question you have, it has an answer for it. Everything is logical. It doesn't say just accept like this and accept like that. But we have to find out. No. So this Guru will give all of this. That's why Guru is so important. You don't get it by reading book. We can't understand. These are divine words. Guru is now going to come and explain it to us. He will take that and explain it, give us the true knowledge. He'll make it sit in our intellect. But we have to follow his instruction. We have to surrender. We have to practice. You see, the condition of our this antahakaran, what is called the inner machinery, is so bad, it's so dirty, it will not be able to understand or accept in the beginning. But if we follow Guru's instruction, he says, he teaches us how to do sadhana, how to practice, and we follow it. And slowly, slowly the intellect starts becoming purified. The knowledge will start coming. Things will start getting clear. Ooh, that is what it meant. Oh, I now understand. Now the knowledge will get clear. If we don't follow, we don't do anything, we just think, he's my Guru and I'll do whatever I want. And then you just don't just remain right there or go backwards. You're not practicing, not doing anything. You can't blame Guru for that. Maybe he's useless, I should go somewhere, not a Guru. Because you're not following anything. You can't blame Guru for that. Guru will do, and Guru does. But we have to do also. Sadhana, we have to do. The spiritual exercise, the practices that Guru is going to teach us, we have to do. And he will bless us accordingly. He will grace us. And things will happen, you will see for yourself. So this is the beginning. As I mentioned in the beginning, I gave an introduction of this program we have in 5 sessions to commemorate Jagadguruttam Divas, that most auspicious and holy occasion where the title of only the fifth original Jagadguru, or Guru of the whole world, was bestowed upon Jagadguruttam Shri Kripalu Ji Maharaj. So we'll be hearing more about him, and we'll hear more of this divine philosophy as we go along. We'll have more satsang. I'll be doing more bhajan and kirtan today. I just wanted, this was so much talking. We'll be doing more bhajan and kirtan. I'll do a couple lines and then we'll go into the thing, the abhishek. But first let me just do some, because I wanted to do some more bhajan with you also. Page 98. Again, this is a bhajan on Guru. Guru Kripalu Mama Sharanam, that merciful, the Guru who is my merciful master, my spiritual master. I take shelter in him. Bandeham Sadguru Charanam. I bow again and again to the lotus feet of the Guru. And it tells the benefit of Guru also in this beautiful, but some other time we'll explain. Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Bandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Bandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
O Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Bandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
Mangalamapi Mangal Karanam Bandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Mangalamapi Mangal Karanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Maya Moha Jal Haranam Bandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Maya Moha Jal Haranam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Guru Kripalur, Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
Yogakshema Bahan Karanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Yogakshema Vahan Karanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Yogakshema Bahan Karanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Yogakshema Vahan Karanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Guru Kripalur, Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
Asharan Sharanam Guru Sharanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Asharan Sharanam
Guru
Charanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Asharan Sharanam Guru Charanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Asharan Sharanam Guru Charanam Vandeham Sadguru Charanam.
O Guru Kripalur, Guru Kripalur Mama Sharanam Vandeham Sat Guru Charanam.
Guru कृपालुर्मम शरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणम्
गोपी प्रेम भाव भरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणं
गोपी प्रेम भाव भरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणम्
ओ राधा कृष्ण प्रेम भरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणं
राधा कृष्ण प्रेम भरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणम्
ओ गुरु कृपालुर्मम शरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणं गुरु
कृपालुर्मम शरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणम्
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे राधे
गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे राधे
गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
ओ राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे राधे
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
गुरु कृपालुर्मम शरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणं
गुरु कृपालुर्मम शरणं वन्देऽहं सद्गुरुचरणम्
बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. So at this point we'll be doing Abhishek.